Hey, what's up? This is I'm Andrew. This is my wife Michelle, and we're Moosecraft BBQ. It's our restaurant located in Lincoln Heights, LA City.
Welcome.
Welcome.
And so why is Lincoln Heights important to you too? It's another reason why it's important.
So Lincoln Heights is important to me specifically because I grew up just a few blocks away from here when I was a kid. My great-grandparents migrated from New Mexico in the 60s, bought a house up here, was born. My parents brought me home right here on Central Street. So I used to walk these streets with my mom as a little girl. We used to go down to Chinatown all the time. And we're both from the San Gabriel Valley. We're from East LA. So we always knew that if and when we opened up a restaurant, that it had to be here on the east side. And the fact that we found this beautiful brick and mortar in Lincoln Heights is just, it's beautiful. I'm back in my old stomping grounds, and this is where my roots are.
We don't feel out of place there. Like, this is home. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yep.
It makes a lot.
Yeah, I grew up on the east side, East LA, but not in this specific neighborhood, but I felt right at home here.
Dodger Stadium
right
down
there.
the hill.
And that's the 5, right?
Yeah, this is my freeway.
Just on the other
next to
side,
Broadway,
so it's
yeah.
super.
Major Domo's down the block, you know, like it's just.
The lineup is here, parking wise. Maybe kind of talk a little bit.
So don't park at Tierra Mia because they will tow you.
Okay.
Parking is behind our restaurant. It's counter service. It's a casual barbecue joint, so it's counter service style. People usually line up. Sometimes the line goes, you know, down to the shoe store. Comes through here. We have outdoor patio dining. You order. There's tons of public parking right behind the restaurant.
Yeah, we have it behind the restaurant, in
Few
front
blocks
on the street.
over.
There's meter parking, and then a block over there's a whole lot. It's just it's a block away, so a lot of people don't know about it, but it's behind the bank, and it's all public parking. But if you're coming in a big group, Uber or carpool is always the best.
Recommended.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can we talk a second about this mural from Eric Junker?
So we love Eric Junker's murals. If you're around from LA, you'll see his murals all throughout the city. The commissary that we used to work at used to have some beautiful murals by him. And
He actually did.
Yeah.
I think one of the first murals he did was there
At Crafted Kitchen.
at Crafted Kitchen, and I think Cindy she used to. I think she would go to the Emerson Royce Bar, and I think they have something there. So she was just like always there planning her kitchen space, and she wanted that. So he did like her whole wall, and you know you see it at the Grand Central Market. A lot of spots have his work. I think Nancy Silverton's design is very similar. Triple beam. I don't know if it's Junker, but it's very Junker-esque. But yeah, so when we found this spot, like we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do, but we knew we wanted some of his work here. So he did our mural outside, and he did some stuff inside for us.
I love it.
And that's me.
And that's you.
That's me. Eric says that's also him because he does that mural for himself, but he said he'll make that with me, so I got a little goatee.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is where you wait in line. We kindly ask that you don't find a seat until after you've placed your order at the counter, just to make it fair for everybody who's waiting in line. So you order here, order at the counter. We have, as you can see, indoor dining. We also have a fabulous tap room that we got when we opened this location.
20 beers on tap all the time.
You order at the counter, the tickets go through the kitchen, they slice everything fresh in the back by weight. We have an amazing team here. This is Barbara, who's our front of house lead. This is our son, Andy, who's here. We're a family-oriented business. You know, my mom is right here. You know, she helps us bus tables. So, you know, we keep it very family, very OG. Let's show you the patio.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is our patio area. We were very lucky because we opened up 2021, like right in the thick of the pandemic, in LA City with all the guidelines and all the restrictions. You know, I think it was the most restrictive in the country. So it was nice that we got this place that had a patio and we had an option for people. And now people just love it. I mean, you know, you come outside and eat barbecue, drink your beers, and you know.
And it's a warm day and it's nice.
And it's nice, yeah. We have good natural light in here, so it's pretty sweet. Yeah, everything is first come, first served. So as long as you order, you kind of come in and you just grab what's available.
Let's go talk about the tap room.
Yeah. Okay, 2 orders of pork rib. this is the backside of our bar. You can see we have 20 taps. We actually have a full other tower, but we go through a lot of beer, so we just need a good section for storage. So 20 taps, cold brew for us. We don't really sell it, so it's just kind of like we order cold brew because we need coffee all day, all night. I've already had 4 cups today, or four cold brews. I'm pretty wired. That's Sam. Sam's been with us since day one, and he actually used to frequent Moo's COVID pop-ups. When we were out of the commissary, he would go there and he would post some funny videos. And he applied. I recognized the name. He studied about beer pairings at barbecue, and we didn't ask him one of those questions, and he was a little disappointed, but we hired him, and he's been with us since, and he's great. He'll be grumpy sometimes, but he's a good bartender. He knows his shit. Tell him about our beer. 2 seconds.
Cool. Yeah. So we have a wide variety of beer, ranging from local stuff as local as right down the street with Highland Park Brewery and Benny Boy, which are, like less than a mile away each. Then we also have stuff that's a little bit harder to find. We have currently on tap the Lunch IPA from Maine Beer Co., which is obviously out in Maine. It's a really sought after beer on the East Coast. To have it out here is really cool. And then we'll have stuff from like Seattle. If we're lucky, we'll get stuff from like Jester King out in Texas. We like to keep the majority of it local stuff, LA, Southern California, and we really do a good job keeping a wide variety of beers. Like, no matter what someone's looking for style-wise, we either have that or like the closest thing to it.
So wine-wise, do you like have a few wines too?
Yeah, so wines we like to keep a good selection of reds because we're working with the red meat, it's the better pair. And then we'll keep we have a sparkling rosé that's really popular. It's called the Lairs Wicked Liquid, and then we'll keep either a white or an orange wine on tap for everyone else.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's the yakitori. We got it like 3 weeks ago. So it hangs out here because it's not safe to keep it out back. Someone could steal it. So I rolled it out the other night on my 2 a.m. shift. I got everything on, and once my coals burned down, I transferred some coals into it, and then I reverse seared a nice ribeye. And
that's fun.
Yeah, I fried 3 eggs. And I ate that at 2 in the morning.
Oh, that's so great. Steak and eggs.
And then I get home and Michelle's like, you want to like grill or something? I was like, no, I just did that. You missed out. So this is outside, this is out back. It's our new catering van, which we haven't put to use yet.
Ah, so nice.
That's Barbara. Barbara runs our front of house and catering.
She was amazing today.
Yeah, she's good. She's great. This is our hog cooker, BQ. Everybody knows that brand. There's a lot of new cool hog cookers coming out. This is the one we have. So we've had that for like 2 years now. We don't use it as often as we'd like, but to get some use out of it, we do chicken every once in a while, direct fire chicken, just to kind of change the flavor than having everything smoked. And then obviously these guys are very popular right now. This is our M&M rotisserie. It is the 1000. Maybe I should have got the 2000, but it serves its purpose. It's great for us.
Are you cooking your ribs on?
Right now, no. We keep it hot all day for service. So when we run low on sausage, essentially we throw the sausage on there and kind of keep them going. But since it's Sunday, we're not cooking anything else for the week. We'll refire these things up Tuesday night. So these are empty. The big one's empty. They'll just get cleaned out tomorrow. We'll have our team come in. They clean out all the pits, keep them nice and fresh, and then we'll start over again on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So these are, people might be familiar with these. These are one of our original rigs. We had these since 2018, I want to say. These were our smorgasburg babies. Like these kind of kept us in operation at Smorgasburg and all the pop-ups we used to do around town at all the cool breweries. So yeah, so this one we keep it hot all day because it's really efficient. And like throughout the day, we're always throwing sausage on. We don't like to cook all of the sausage for the day in the morning because it's gonna dry out. It's gonna get mushy. It's just not gonna be right. So we do small amounts every like 30 minutes to an hour. And then once we get to our minimum, they'll tell one of the pit guys will come back here, throw fresh sausage on, and they're done pretty quickly because we're holding that thing at like 250, I think.
Yeah, because I saw that
and it's a rotisserie, so it cooks everything a little bit quicker. So 250 is more like 270, probably like almost 300 on there, but it's just reheating sausage, so they plump up real nice. We bring them inside and then they're fresh all day.
Why do you say you wish you got a 2000? Is that because...
Oh, just capacity. Yeah, it's nice, especially during the holidays or when we need to do like catering season picks up, we're managing for the restaurant, and there's a lot of smokers, but like these offsets only take
It's so great.
the offsets only take so much meat. You know, they look massive, but at the end of the day, like this 1,000 could maybe fit 32 briskets on a, you know, if they're trimmed properly. Whereas that one, we don't. That smoker's never smoked brisket. We've done a couple to test, but we try to keep the briskets purely on the offsets, just to kind of keep it as close to the style.
But you've done
barbecue
ribs
we
on
wanna
that,
do.
right?
Oh, we do ribs on that all day. It's great. With pork, we do ribs, pork belly, turkey, and it does beef. It does do beef ribs, but that's it. That's the only thing. And then pork butts, when we run out of space, it's just nice to kind of get them on there. We run it door open. We don't really use the element it has to keep it open and closed. We just kind of like that free-flowing smoke, and it kind of keeps it cleaner, because the way those things work is when it hits its temp, it's kind of regulated, so it'll almost smother itself out or send it through the exhaust. But like, you get thick clouds and then it's clear. But if you keep the door open, you can't. It doesn't really. You're almost running it manually, so the fire's over. You go through a little bit more wood, but you get a better product, so it's worth it. So that's the inside. Right now it's kind of in the middle. You can tell it's the end of the week and it needs a cleaning. So if you were to came on a Monday afternoon, it'd be nice and sparkly. This is our big smoker, so it's very secure. We keep it locked. You gotta know the special.
Order for awe.
Well, if there's anybody watching this that wants to do that, then there's something going on weird.
That security system was very thought out by FastTech. They were supposed to put the round thing, but because it got NSF certified and certified, they wanted it to be clear.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So that's what Eric told me. I think maybe not, but you know, either way, I can buy the sheet and fix it, but I don't really. It's not that important. Our briskets always come out perfect because we always have Bert sleeping on the job.
He's always
sleeping on the job. This is the office, essentially. This is where we do most of our briskets, and then and then the double 500s. But Thursday, Friday, we fit pretty much most of the briskets in here for those days. And then as we get into the weekend and need to do more volume, then that's when the other ones go on. But the doubles are like cold smokers. During the week, we'll do like massive amount of sausage through it. This one never really gets the cold smoke just because we're always cooking the proteins, briskets, and those are on here all day. So essentially, brisket cooker, sausage cooker, and then rib cooker. And then once we're through with the cold smoking, then those are fair play for like briskets and beef ribs and spare ribs too, but this one's mainly briskets. So like 32 max is kind of what we put on here.
Yeah.
And then the overhang goes on there. Yeah. He started getting into this pit and cutting the doors and then sanding it down, right? And so you kind of expose the primer and everything underneath it. And he's just like, dude, you're not gonna believe me, but the underside of the white paint is blue. So it's kind of wild. It was just like... It
makes sense, because it's...
Yeah. So yeah, if you look really, it's kind of shadowed in here right now, but...
Oh yeah, you could totally see it.
Yeah, it's blue, so it's kind of cool.
Oh,
like,
that's so cool.
It all went with our colors.
It's really pretty, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we keep it clean.
Yeah.
I hate seeing messy pits, so... yeah, we keep it clean. I mean, it gets dusty on the top, but they're heavy doors.
Very heavy, yeah.
Yeah, if you want a little workout. So this whole kind of section is all walk-in refrigeration, so it has a partition in the center. But essentially we keep half for all of our proteins and then the other half is all produce, so kind of keep it separate that way. Restrooms. And then the kitchen. You come in. Oh, sorry. Jonathan. Cooking our brisket, and then we'll kind of go from here. Burger station, fries, those things. Pretty standard. All the sides come out of here. It's a pretty tight kitchen. It gets hard, especially when we have a lot of volume to do. And then our smoker that will be leaving us soon, because we don't really use it that much. But it was something we thought we needed when we opened it. We use it for about a good year, and after that, it's kind of been sitting there. So we literally just use it to hold product hot when we run out of space in our tank. So we're kind of past the rush. It's like 220. It'll pick up again in a little bit, but right now it's pretty light. We went to Texas last year with the team. I think like nine or 10 from the team, current and former, joined us. Adrian took some cool pictures like as we were like just kind of visiting spots. So this one is laying at Goldie's. That's everyone knows Dane Crafts Barbecue, and then
Ernest.
Ernest Burn Bean. And then that one was that's not his photo, that's a Croc photo. That was the day we opened. Like, look at how little these guys are.
I know.
They're so big now. It's crazy. It's only been 3 years. Over here, this is the original, the fat stacks, right? We were just talking about Eric and Steve. AGL has the, I think he has the pin now.
Yeah.
And then obviously Daniel Vaughn. We weren't here for that.
You were
like
out
we met
north.
him. We know Daniel Vaughn. Like we met him a couple times in Texas, but like we're like, oh, maybe one day he'll make it out here. And and the weekend he came, it was Michelle's 40th, and we were up in Napa, and we called our mother-in-law. She had the kids, and they were out of school that Friday or Thursday, whatever it was. So she brought them in. Andrew got to give Daniel the tray, and he kind of went over the items with them. So we weren't here, but at least the kids were here to kind of get that cool experience. So we got a picture. And then this was barbecue day with the LA Times. So yeah, Aaron Franklin, and then that was like when Gurney and Matt Horn and all those guys were out here. So, but yeah, that's kind of a quick tour of the restaurant. It's not crazy big, but it's big enough for us. Anyways, that was it. Thanks for walking through this with us, Kevin.